If you've tried intermittent fasting and crashed hard in the first week, this video will save you from making that mistake again. I'm Dr. John D'Ambrosio, chiropractor for 32 years, author of Fasting That Works, and at 58 years old, I lost 20 pounds using the exact method I'm teaching you today. No crash diets, no cutting carbs, no living in the gym, just a simple schedule that works with your body instead of against it. And that right there is the key. So here's what most people do wrong. They hear about 16/8 fasting and they jump right into it on day one. They feel terrible by day three and then they quit. Then they tell everyone fasting doesn't work. But the problem wasn't fasting. The problem was starting way too aggressively. Your body's been running on constant food for years, in reality, probably decades. Insulin has been high all day, every day. You can't just flip a switch and expect your body to start instantly burning fat for fuel. It needs time to adapt. That's why we use a ramp. So here's how the ramp works. Start with 12 hours on, 12 hours off. That means you finish dinner at 8 p.m. at night and you don't eat again until 8 in the morning. That's it. Now you're probably already doing something close to this without even thinking about it. But during those 12 fasting hours, you drink water, black coffee, or plain tea. Nothing else to start. And when you are eating on a 12-12, try to eat just 3 meals with no snacks. Now, after a few days, 12-12 feels normal. Switch to 14-10. Stop eating at 8. You're finished at 10. Now you're skipping breakfast, but you're not starving your body because your body is starting to adapt. Insulin is staying lower in the morning, so you're beginning to access stored fat for energy instead of relying on constant food, which really is the goal. Once 14-10 feels easy, move to 16-8. Now, this is where most people live for long term. You're eating between noon or 8 or something like that. 2 solid meals in that eating window, not 3 tiny meals, not constant snacking. 2 real meals where you eat until you're satisfied and then you stop. Here's why this matters. Every time you eat, insulin goes up. Insulin is a storage hormone. When insulin is high, your body can't burn stored fat, so it's biochemically impossible. So if you're eating 3 meals plus snacks, insulin is spiking 6 or 7 times a day. It's not going to work for you. You may be fasting 6 hours, but you're spiking insulin constantly during your eating window, so you're barely tapping into fat stores. 2 meals, no snacks. That keeps insulin low between your meals so your body actually has time to burn fat. That's the goal, right? You eat a solid lunch with plenty of protein, healthy fats, vegetables, you feel full, and then you don't eat again until dinner. Then you have another solid meal. Same approach. Protein first, then everything else. You finish eating by 8 p.m. and you don't eat again until noon the next day. Simple, right? Now, the first 2 or 3 days on any new fasting schedule will feel like an adjustment. Totally normal, don't panic. You might feel a little hungry. You might feel a little tired. Maybe a slight headache. That's your body learning to use fat for fuel instead of constantly relying on incoming food. It passes quickly. By day 4 or 5, you'll feel better than you did before you started. Believe me, it's true. The key to getting through those first few days: electrolytes. Fasting changes your fluid balance. You're not eating as often, so you're not getting sodium and potassium from food. And if your electrolytes drop, you feel weak. You get those headaches. And then what happens? You start craving food, false hunger. The fix is simple. Add a pinch of quality salt to your water throughout the day. If you feel weak or shaky, put a small pinch of salt under your tongue. It works in seconds. You can also consider using magnesium and potassium if you're cramping, or just to give you overall electrolyte benefits. There's plenty of them out there. So the bottom line, don't jump straight into 16/8 if you've never fasted before. Start with 12/12, give it a few days, then move to 14/10, and then 16/8. Let your body adapt at each stage. This is how you build a sustainable habit instead of crashing and quitting. I've got a free cheat sheet in the bio that kind of gives you the shortcut to jumping into fasting tomorrow. So you could start with that 12-12. Everything is in there and you won't feel miserable. Again, the link is in my bio. It's so easy to start fasting. You just need to do it. Get the bio today, start fasting tomorrow.